everybody, it's TruShine with Turtle Shell Nails with Jamberry. I have a cool video that I'm making today. I'm going to be applying one of each of Jamberry's product, a nail wrap, a nail lacquer, the TruShine gel, and a ColourCure nail to all of my nails. And I'm also going to apply a regular, this is just an Ulta nail polish. I think that their nail lacquers are pretty solid as far as nail lacquers go. So I'm going to shake this up. I've already prepped my nails. I have washed them with some Jamberry cleanse here. You always want to start out with washing your hands. I've used my cuticle pusher here to push back my cuticles. You can also use an orange stick for this. And I've just made sure that there's nothing around the edges of them that would cause them to not be able to form a good bond. I've buffed my nails before I wash them. I just used a Jamberry buffer here, just buff downwards in a downward motion like that. And then this is a Jamberry nail prep wipe. Looks like this. It is just a wipe with alcohol on it, so feel free to use an alcohol pad or just some a cotton ball soaked in alcohol. One of my main things with Jamberry is I love all of the products they offer, but I am very, very cheap. So if I can find something that's cheaper, I promise you I will use it. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint here. I feel like the lacquer isn't going to hold up very good. I know most people normally paint a base coat and a top coat when they use polish. I'm not one of those people. I don't have time for 15 layers of nail polish to dry. So I'm like a 1 or 2 coats and done kind of a girl. If I do some sort of nail art on my nails, then I will use a top coat. But other than that, not super crazy about it. So I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to move on to the other things that I've got going on because I know this is going to take a while to dry. So keep that in mind while you're watching. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is a sneak peek that I got in my This, it was in July's style box. So if you order a style box, it's $25. You get 2 exclusive wraps. There's no shipping. So you're basically getting a $5 discount on 2 exclusive wraps. And then you don't pay shipping, which saves you about another $5. Plus you can add up to 10, I think it's products. I don't think it's just exclusive to nail wraps. So 10 products, free shipping. It's once a month. You can sign up for a subscription. It's really easy to skip a box. I don't like this month's box. August's box is just not my style. There's 6 different styles to choose from, and I just wasn't crazy about any of them, so I just skipped this month's box. Anyway, this came with last month's style box. This is a sneak peek for the September 2017 catalog, and I'm super excited for it. There's a lot of great designs, so I'm going to pick this design to put on today, and I'm going to put it on my ring, or on my middle finger. I know already that I'm going to have to trim this design up a little bit, so I'm just going to use the regular Jamberry method, so the application method. This is just my little mini heater. You can use a blow dryer. You can check out my YouTube page for some other options for application methods. I'm just going to pull this back. Just for time's sake, I'm just going to do one hand. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other hand as well, just so you guys don't think I'm some crazy one-handed polish nail did lady. I know this part of the nail wrap is not going to touch my nail. I cut it that long intentionally. I'm going to hold it up to the heater for just a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to apply it like so, making sure that it's not touching the skin or the cuticle. It's coming pretty close on this side, but it's not touching the skin. I'm just running my fingernail along the back side of the wrap to make sure that I'm pushing my cuticle back while I'm doing it. So as you can see on this side, the wrap is touching my skin. So I'm just going to take, these are just curved nail scissors. You can use any scissors really, any tiny scissors or just any scissors in general. And I'm just holding it up against my nail here. And I'm just going to trim, like I said, it's only just a little bit that's touching. So I'm just going to trim that little bit off. I'm going to hold it up to the heater again, and the wraps are heat and pressure activated. So you want to make sure that they get enough heat and enough pressure to form a bond to your nail. That bond, the seal around the edge of the nail wrap, is watertight bond immediately. So once you've got that seal on there, I could go wash my hands right now if I needed to. Now that's not true with this nail polish. It's still a little bit tacky, so I'm going to let it dry a little bit longer. I've got, this is just a regular file. I would say 120 is probably a good grit for file. You want to file down along the edge of your nail. The reason we file down is because you don't want to go against the grain of your nail. That's super unhealthy for your nail. So filing down at a 90-degree angle. So you can see the side of my nail. It likes to stick on the side for some reason. I always have this problem. So you can either pull it just a little bit and it'll come right off. You can also, as long as you're going one way like this on the edge, you're not going to cause any damage to your nail. So, boom, that nail's done. Okay, that's wrap application. Let's go back to the polish because I know I'm going to need a second coat on this one. And I'm just going to apply a second coat here. So the goal of this is to see at the end of the party how my nails look. I'm not going to touch any of them up. I might remove them because they might look awful. Once this polish starts chipping, I'm probably going to remove it because I just don't like nail polish as much as I used to. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. So next one we're going to do is going to be the Jamberry polish. So this is a Jamberry lacquer. This is called Ash. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my pinky. I feel like that's a pretty fair test here. Okay. And again, I'm not going to put a top coat or a base coat on this because it's just not my style. So next one I'm going to do is going to be ColourCure. So this is my handy dandy ColourCure lamp. I'm going to plug it in so you can see what it does. It is automatic, so when you put your hands in there, it's going to turn on. The bottom plate is magnetic, which I don't know why you would ever need for it to be magnetic and to come off, but it is. Oh, I thought I just smudged my nail. I was a little nervous. Okay, let me get this plugged in here really quick. What happens when you live in an old house and you only have a couple plugins? So the screen is LED display. You can push this button, set it for 30, it'll automatically go. Same thing with 60, same thing with the 90. Okay? I'm just going to unplug it, plug it back in so we don't have to watch it. It auto sets to the 99-second because it is the ColourCure lamp. So I'm going to apply ColourCure on my next one. This is called Fired Up. ColourCure is an amazing product because you do not have to have a base coat. You do not have to have a top coat. It is self-leveling. You apply a thin layer and it will self-level. So if you apply the polish a little bit thicker in one area versus another area, just a little bit thicker, you've got like streaky looking things going on, it'll self-level. I don't know why I keep saying auto. It'll self-level to make that nail smooth. So it all is a fairly similar consistency across the nail. So this acts like a gel. It takes 3 minutes. You soak it to remove it, and it just comes right off. It's a breeze. Let's go ahead and... So you do want to shake up just a little bit. Sometimes the pigments will separate. I'm just going to move this back over here just a little bit. And this is applied the same way, just in a super thin coat. If your coats are too thick, it will bubble. So that's how you know you've applied too thick of a coat. And just like with any other nail polish or gel polish, you want to make sure that you're not touching your skin or cuticle. A lot of ColourCure running off my brush right now. Okay. my nails were a little bit longer, I would seal the edges. I would just run the brush across the edge like that. My nails aren't really long enough to cap the edges. I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm going to put it in here. Again, it takes 99 seconds. At 99, it's going to auto shut off. Okay? So let's apply another coat here. And again, you just want to apply a really thin coat. If you apply too thick of a coat, you're going to get the bubbling, and nobody wants bubble nails unless you are a legit mermaid. And you see how that's pretty streaky when I put just a little bit of pressure on there? Again, it will self-level, so I won't have that same streakiness when we're done. So I'm going to put it in the lamp again, and I will be right back. Okay, so with the ColourCure, you want to let it sit for 60 seconds in regular light is what they say. So I don't know if you guys can see how that looks. My nail's a little bit uneven. So we've got the 4 on right now. I'm going to just touch this one up. I think that's only fair since we applied 2 coats of the Ulta polish. I think it's only fair that we apply 2 coats of the Jamberry lacquer. Okay. Kind of give it a free a fair 7-day test run here. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to start out with the TruShine. This is the base coat, it says right there on it. So we're going to start out with that on the thumb here. And again, you want to apply, just like with every other gel product out there that's at home, you want to apply a thin coat across the nail. Make sure you don't have anything sticking to your nail like I do. Recommend using lint-free pads instead of cotton balls, but again, I'm cheap, so I use cotton balls. I'm just going to wipe this off a little bit more. I want to make sure that my layer of base coat is thin enough here. One thing I do want to comment about is this is actually the first time I'm using the TruShine system. So I use at-home gel polish a lot. I used to use it a lot. I just push the 30 button and stick my thumb in there. So I used to use at-home gel polish a lot. And the Jamberry TruShine system is very thin. For those of you who've used other gel polish, you know that it comes out kind of goopy, and it can sometimes be pretty thick and very difficult to apply a thin layer. Like my gelish gel polish will be pretty thick at times, and that's kind of frustrating to me. So then I'm going to come in with the TruShine Color coat. And again, this is Stormy Skies. I'm just going to give it a quick little shake, make sure all the pigments are shaken up here. And we're going to apply a thin coat of this as well to the nail. A little too thin. You don't want it to touch your cuticle or the edges of your nail. Wipe that off a little bit. And I know it looks pretty opaque right now. When we apply our second coat, it will look a lot less opaque. Okay. I'm just going to clean up around the edges of my nail. I had on acrylics about 2 months ago, so if you look at my nail, you can see all that nasty tearing and peeling back on my nail. So again, we're just going to do it for the 30 seconds. That's what acrylics do to my nails, because I bite my nails and I chew off the acrylic and it just comes off and it rips my nail off with it. Another thing I want to note is during the 7-day event, I'm excited to see how this gel polish holds up, because all the other gel polishes I've ever used peel on my nails. And that could be my own nail health. That's hard to say. Nail health. I want to say it like I'm from the South. Nail health. Okay. So I'm just applying, making sure it's nice and thin. And I'm probably going to have to do 3 coats because I want it to be a little bit less opaque than that. So I'm going to push the 30 again. So when I wear gel around the tips of my nails, and again, it's probably because my nails are so short, they end up peeling off on the edges. So I'm anxious to see over the 7 days how Jamberry gel holds up. I'm pretty much an exclusive wrap wearer on my nails. It prevents me from chewing my nails. And the nice thing is if I do chew my nails, it's really easy to just take the file and file, you know, at that 90-degree angle. And you can't tell. It doesn't ruin my manicure. You can't tell I've chewed that nail off, and it protects it. If I've chewed it too short, it keeps me from bumping it on other things. So I wear nail wraps exclusively on my nails. I will wear polish, and I will wear TruShine and other gels and things like that on my toes. But on my fingers, I'm an exclusive wrap wearer. I'm just applying another thin coat of the TruShine on my nail here. And I'm just going to wipe the edges again. I'm a little bit messy today. Like so. And I'm going to push the 30 again. Now, like I was saying about being cheap, this lamp is not cheap. I love this lamp. It works great. You can fit both hands in at the same time, so it cuts down your curing time in half, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're in a rush and you've only got 5 minutes, saving an extra 2 minutes is very helpful. So they sell LED UV lights at Walmart for $20. I'm not going to push Jamberry products that you can buy elsewhere, okay? If you can get the same thing elsewhere, more power to you, okay? There are no other wraps like Jamberry that you can buy. So this is just the top coat. While I'm talking, I'll interrupt myself so you know what I'm doing. I'm just going to apply a thin layer of the top coat over the top. There are no other Jamberry wraps or wraps like Jamberry that you can buy at the store. There is nothing at all like ColourCure invented at the moment. And I'll let you know when I'm done with TruShine how well it works in comparison to the other gel. Nail polish. Jamberry's lacquer is better than any other lacquer I've used. We're going to put it in again for another 30 seconds. I'm noticing that I'm missing some of the nasty on the sides of my nail. Jamberry nail lacquer lasts a lot longer than any other lacquer I've ever used. You'll see that after the 7 days when when we look at my nails throughout the week and see how my manicure is doing. But you can't buy the wraps anywhere else. And if you buy, it's buy 3 get 1 free. It's $3 to do a whole set of nails. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, again, this is just an alcohol wipe. You'll notice that your nail is sticky, and it's not the polish itself. It just has a tacky layer. So you just want to take, I'm just going to use my Jamberry wipe. You can take non-acetone. Maybe not. That doesn't work very well. I figured it would, but it doesn't. So you can just take some nail polish remover. This is just regular non-acetone nail polish remover that I have sitting over here. Jamberry also sells a nail polish remover that works great for removing wraps and nails. It's free, it's non-toxic, it is great. This is not. This is not non-toxic. This is non-acetone, but it's very toxic, and it stinks and it smells, but I am cheap. And this was $1.25. Jamberry's is a little bit more than that, so I will not buy it right now. If I can get it free with hosting a party or something like that, I will buy it. Okay, so that feels better. I'll hold up each one as we go so you know. TruShine nail system here. We've got ColourCure here. We've got, I'll hold up an actual wrap, Jamberry nail wrap here. We've got Ulta regular lacquer polish here. And we have got Jamberry polish lacquer polish, nail lacquer, nail polish here. Okay, so I'll keep you updated for the next 7 days of the event, and we will check out how each of them are doing and how I'm liking each of them as we're going on. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below.